The last day. He did not know it was his last morning. No one ever does. When he opened his eyes, the sky was gray, neither dark nor bright. The trench smelled of damp earth, rusted metal, and bodies that had gone too long without being washed. He lay still for a moment, listening. There were no explosions, no shouting. The silence eased him and at the same time unsettled him. In war, silence was never a good sign. He stood up slowly. His knees trembled, whether from cold or fear, he could not tell. He scraped dried mud from inside his boots with a finger. He could not find his gloves. He had them yesterday or the day before. The days had blended together. The man beside him was still asleep, facing the wall. He did not look at his face. He had learned not to look at faces anymore. Faces pulled you toward the past, and the past had no use here. He took out a piece of bread. It was hard. He bit into it. His teeth ached, but he ignored it. As he chewed, he looked up at the sky. For a moment, he tried to remember a morning without war. He failed. The memories were either incomplete or painfully clear. Both hurt. The day was strangely calm. Orders were short and tired. No one shouted. Everyone knew what to do or believed they did. He checked his rifle. The magazine was in place. The barrel was dirty. He did not bother cleaning it. Some things no longer needed to be perfect. By midday, they moved forward. They passed the edge of a ruined town. The walls of the houses still stood, but the insides were gone. Rooms were filled with overturned furniture and unfinished lives. A curtain hung in one window, stirring slightly in the wind. He thought someone might have hung it that very morning, perhaps only hours before the war reached the street. The thought tightened his throat. In the road, he saw a single shoe, just one, no owner. He tried not to look at it, but his eyes returned to it anyway. For a brief moment, he imagined the inside of the shoe still warm. The thought made him shiver. He walked faster. In the afternoon, rain began to fall. Thin, persistent rain. It weighed down their uniforms. The ground turned to mud. Each step sank deeper. His breathing grew heavier with every stride. There was a dull ache in his chest. He ignored it. In war, listening to the body was often a luxury. Then the shooting started. At first, he could not tell where it came from. The sounds echoed, orders were shouted. He dropped to the ground and raised his rifle. He saw a figure running ahead. Whether a person or just a moving shadow, he could not be sure. He fired once, then again. He pulled back. Fear did not come. That surprised him. His heart was racing, but his mind was empty. He did not want to scream or run. He simply did what was required. War did not teach people how to think. It taught them how to continue. An explosion went off nearby. His ears rang. He fell. For a moment, he heard nothing at all. The world went silent. Then the sounds returned slowly. Someone shouting in the distance, his own breathing, fast and uneven. He tried to stand, but his body would not respond. He felt warmth on his left side. He reached down. His hand came back wet, without gloves. He felt the heat of the blood clearly. Strangely, that detail calmed him. So, this is it, he thought. He dragged himself to the base of a tree and sat with his back against it. The sky was still gray. The rain had eased. Water dripped from the leaves above him. He noticed the sound. He realized how long it had been since he had paid attention to anything natural. He thought of his mother. Her face was unclear, so was her voice, but there was a feeling, safety, familiarity, like someone calling his name. He tried to remember the last thing she had said to him. He could not. Then he realized it did not matter. What mattered was that she had once said something. His breathing slowed. There was pain, but not as he had imagined. It was not sharp. It was heavy, present, but quiet. He leaned his head back. He did not close his eyes. He was afraid that if he did, he would not open them again. Someone ran past him. They did not notice him, or they noticed and did not stop. He did not resent it. No one stopped in war. Stopping meant sharing death. The sky grew slightly brighter. He could not tell if it was the sun, but he noticed the change in light, and it gave him a strange sense of peace. No regret surfaced. There was nothing he wished he had done differently. War took what if away early. The last thing he noticed was that the ground was not cold. When he pressed his hand into the earth, it felt warm, as if it had held the sun all day. That surprised him. Whether he smiled or not, no one could say. His face relaxed. When his breathing stopped, the war continued. No one knew it had been his last day. No one asked what he had thought that morning. In the reports, only a number was added, but beneath the ground, one final memory remained that even in the middle of war, the world had not completely disappeared. For more quiet stories like this, follow Echoes of Stories